We'll get this rolling. We have almost a packed house, a blockbuster show, if you will. First of all, on behalf of the organizers and sponsors, we'd like to thank you for supporting this important event. The Ring of Fire represents many things to many people since its initial discoveries, 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Think about that. What were you doing 15 years ago? I know many remote communities, are and were challenged with the daily struggles of underfunded programs, understaffed, and as part of the, I would call them the sort of the underclass in Canada, where others, 15 years ago were planning for major undertakings, underwritings, and underestimating, I think I would say, the role of Indigenous communities. And that last point is significant because these two First Nations, Martin Falls and Webekwe, actually protested the activities in Ring of Fire. I don't know if you guys knew that, but they actually did protest, physically protested. Because they were not really meaningfully engaged or consulted and wanted to be true partners to any developments in the Ring of Fire area. It took time, it took dialogue, it took energy, it took effort for these same two First Nations to embark on the collective journey, I call, from being protesters to proponents. Think about that collective journey, from being protesters to now being proponents of a major undertaking in the Ring of Fire. And I tip my hat to two communities, and I think they deserve some recognition, for their leadership, for the courage, for the commitment to the future of their communities, as well as the region, the province, and I would say Canada. So I want to give me a round of applause for the two communities. But before we start the program, I think it's important to know where we are and who we are. So I take great pleasure in introducing Chief Peter Collins of Fort William First Nations to make some opening remarks. Please help me welcome Chief Peter Collins.
Thank you, Michael, and good afternoon, everyone. First of all, as Michael said, my name is Peter Collins. I'm the chief at Fort William. My official chief seat will be finished here in a couple more days, September 18th. I'll no longer hold a seat as the chief in Fort William. I've retired and stepped on and moved on. But I'm excited about being here today to the communities that really fought for the rights of their communities, really proud of the work they have done. Making mining companies and ministries, as Minister is sitting over here, and frontline staff, and all of the work that has been done on behalf of their communities, really making the mining company understand, really making the ministers understand. We signed a treaty, and that treaty said we were sharing the natural resources of this country. And now we're seeing that unfolding in these two communities. Still a long ways away, still a lot more work to do. So, the communities, you got to work hard, you got to stay strong, stay positive. I know at times it looks like it's a long road, and it has been a long road. It's still a long road ahead of you to continue your fight, your battle, your message about how important it is to make sure that our communities understand what is happening in our territorial lands, what is happening in our communities. So, again, on behalf of my council, my community, I welcome you to the beautiful land of Fort William. Miigwech.